we will come together to reflect on the ways we have seen North Carolina 4-H exemplify our state theme of Make Waves over the past year. Your state officer team has witnessed some pretty wonderful examples of 4-Hers coming together this past year. The Northeast District supported our theme by ensuring that all 4-Hers could dive deep at their teen retreat through a variety of workshops that allowed 4-Hers to better understand topics like parliamentary procedure and teamwork. The Southeast District embodied the meaning of Make Waves by breaking out of their comfort zones and making sure there was never a dull moment during any district event. Their survival-themed Winterfest prepared all who attended with the necessary skills should they find themselves on a deserted island. The South Central District reiterated the theme by hosting a series of group workshops, presentations, and leadership activities. Members demonstrated many newly found strengths that they discovered along the way. A particular achievement that made waves this year was the creation of the Friendsgiving event. Wow, what a brilliant idea it turned out to be. The purpose behind this event was to foster connections between 4-Hers from different districts, providing them with the opportunity to build friendships that would extend beyond the event itself. The North Central District has represented the theme Make Waves with 4-H by expanding the opportunities to meet friends district-wide. A surprise guest appearance by Bigfoot even made a splash at their teen retreat. Last but certainly not least, 4-Hers in the West District made waves by participating in community service projects to help those in need, visiting commissioners' meetings to stay aware of current events in their counties, and attending national events such as National 4-H Congress. Yesterday, several West District 4-Hers also presented in many different categories, showcasing their versatility and the countless ways 4-Hers can make waves. North Carolina 4-H, you have done a superb job of representing our state theme, Make Waves. We hope that even after the year ends, you'll continue to embody this idea by encouraging others to lead, serve, and do. Another way so many of you have made waves this year is through our awards programs. This year, thousands of North Carolina 4-Hers participated in all sorts of different competitions at the county, district, state, and national levels. These activities and competitions help set you apart from other youth. Participating in county, district, state, and national events is such an important part of this organization. There are so many life skills that are learned by doing presentations, completing record books, showing animals, participating in forestry competitions, shooting sports events, horticultural contests, web competitions. The list could go on and on. Be sure to take advantage of these 4-H opportunities throughout your 4-H career. Now, I'd like all 4-Hers who have participated in a national level event or competition, would you please stand? Congratulations. If you will remain standing, I'd like to ask those who have participated in any state competitions to please stand. Great job, everyone. And now, if you have participated in any district competitions, please stand. Great job to y'all as well. And finally, if you have participated in anything at the county level, please stand. Amazing job, everyone. Wow, and congratulations to all our winners. You may be seated. On behalf of North Carolina 4-H, congratulations to each one of you for your dedication to North Carolina 4-H competitive events and activity programs. The skills you have learned by participating in any area of 4-H will help each of you as you move through your 4-H career. What you learn helps develop competence, confidence, character, connection, and compassion. It will inevitably have a ripple effect on your life and countless others. Keep up the good work, and we look forward to what next year's recognition will look like. With that being said, just as ripples spread out with a single pebble as it is dropped into water, the actions of individuals can have far-reaching effects. This afternoon, we have the honor to hear from two individuals whose work has created ripples felt and seen across the state. I would now like to invite Pierce Williams, your State 4-H Council reporter, and Kennedy Lyons, your State Secretary Treasurer, to share their spotlight speeches.
You know, I think it's just human nature to seek out community not only with people that think, look, and act like we do, but with people that are different from us. Because when seeking out people that are different, they teach us things we might not have otherwise been able to learn or do on our own. I would go as far to say that the betterment of not only ourselves and others, but the actual world around us has been an overarching theme to humanity since the beginning of time. And for me, and many others in this room, 4-H is that community that we have felt seen and heard in. Personally, I know I have wondered where, if anywhere, I fit in. I have wondered where it will be that I feel at home at, where it will be that I feel like I belong. The answer that you're expecting me to tell you is 4-H, and you'll be right, but you would also be wrong. We go through many stages of life on this earth, and I would like to remind you that you will always have a place here with these people. You all have something that is shared, this experience right here. This is a shared piece of your story, of your lives. But you will grow past this event, and this will just become something that helps shape you into the person you will be in the future. I know personally that I'm standing on a ledge, and maybe some of you guys have felt something similar or maybe going through something similar, where you can feel your lives shifting and changing, and that can be daunting, but it can also be exciting and beautiful. I know that because of 4-H, I will be able to take on whatever the next chapter of my life brings because I'm not doing it alone. I have you guys. I have some of the best role models that I could have ever asked for, from Dr. D to my 4-H agents that have always been there when I needed them. I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to Miss Susan Tyre and Miss Chastity Wukovich for being amazing to me and being so willing to help me. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank my best friends who I met right here. Kennedy, Lance, Laurelyn, Camille, thank you for the good conversation, inside jokes, the banter, and the opportunity to work with you guys and live the dream I've had since my first 4-H Congress. Special thank you to Kennedy for being able to keep up with my pop culture references, and Lance for his often horribly timed but still hilarious jokes, Laurelyn for keeping us in check, and for Camille always being willing to do what is asked and needed of her from any event, no matter the job. And lastly, thank you, Lydia, Daniel, and Emma. You are my best friends I have ever made in 4-H. The best friends I have truly ever had. And the best district team to this day. No offense, we were just great. You guys are my family, and I also like to thank my family. My mom, my dad, my siblings, thank you for supporting me, even though I'm gone like half the year pretty much. And thank you for Mom and Dad for driving me anywhere that I need to. Thank you for Piper being so proud of me. I just want to say that I love you guys, and thank you for trusting me with 4-H, an organization that we all love and we all have a shared love for. Thank you.
Hey, got Lydia on there too.
Thank you, Pierce. Your dedication and hard work has not gone unnoticed this year. You have truly inspired us in striving to be the greatest of all time through our participation and success through 4-H. North Carolina 4-H, let's give it up for your State 4-H Council Reporter, Pierce Williams. And And now I'm honored to invite Kennedy Lyons, your State Secretary Treasurer, to share her amazing Spotlight speech.
Type of girl I know my daddy, he'd be proud of. Be proud of, be proud of, be proud, you know. Wanna be the type of girl you take him to your mama. Type of girl I know you.
Oh, I wish I was a normal girl, how do I be? SZA sings these lyrics in the song Normal Girl, which is one of my personal favorites, because she wants to be an average girl, worthy of praise and admiration from her loved ones. In our own ways, I think that we all want our parents, relatives, teachers, 4-H agents even, to be proud of us. We want to be the type of person that people look up to or admire, the type of person other people want to be like. But before I get too deep into how I discovered that I didn't have to be a normal girl, what does normal even mean anyway? The Oxford Dictionary describes normal as conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected. My whole life, I have struggled with being a chronic people pleaser, and if I'm being candid, being someone with anxiety, this issue is only exacerbated. There's nothing wrong with saying yes all the time, but what do all these yeses cause? Burnout, stress. You can end up overwhelmed and drained of energy while you're stuck working on a task you wish you weren't even doing in the first place. I don't wish I had never said yes to adults in my life or my 4-H agent, Miss Cheyenne, who only wanted the best for me. But I wish I had learned the power of saying no sooner. I sought validation from my peers constantly and would tear myself apart over the smallest details of my existence. My mom can attest that from the time I was in kindergarten, the night before school I would go to her anxious about the kids at school not liking me or me not making any friends. Every night before school, I would lie awake anxious for what the new day would hold. I'm sure everyone in this room at some point has felt nervous or anxious when they've had to step out of their comfort zone. But that feeling is a part of growing up. It's okay to be scared when you're faced with something new. You just can't let that feeling overtake you and drag you under. All of us in this room are ordinary people, and that's okay because we're human. Humans are extraordinary beings, don't get me wrong, but what sets humans apart from other species is our ability to make mistakes. Mistakes have the power to set you back, but when you fall on your face, you have to remember to stand up and try again. Many of my loved ones would describe me as a compassionate, caring, and resilient individual. But this can be a problem when you give so much of yourself away to other people that there's nothing left for yourself at the end of the day. Sometimes it can be hard to realize that you deserve some of the very same love that you give so freely to everyone else. This is not a thought that I learned overnight, but it's an ongoing journey as I become the best possible self I can be. Growing up, I did wish I was a normal girl. Just like some of us in this room, I wished I hung out with the cool kids or had the trendiest clothes, the newest phone, or even looked just like everyone else. But no matter how hard I wished, I didn't wake up perfect. None of us do. I woke up realizing that I will never reach this invisible, unreachable, idolized version of myself. I will never be her. What I realized was that I didn't have to be the girl who has everything. I have anxiety. I am terrible at saying no. I absolutely loathe ketchup. I talk during movies. I don't like the color red. And 4-H has taught me way more than a single person should ever know about bees. And that's okay, because I get to be me, and that is the greatest gift. Kerry Washington once said, I realized that I don't have to be perfect. All I have to do is show up and enjoy the messy, imperfect, and beautiful journey of my life. We don't have to let the standards of our society hold us back anymore. Every single person in this room deserves to be loved, accepted, and valued by their families, friends, and communities for all the special gifts that they bring to the table. 4-H has taught me that normal is overrated. If everyone in this world was exactly the same, we would live in such a boring place. Our differences should unite us and bring us together, not separate us. You all may be gifted in areas such as volunteering, playing an instrument, serving in leadership opportunities, or showing livestock, among so many other avenues 4-H can open you up to. With 4-H, you can explore a new normal just like I did. You can explore a new normal and come out of your shell. You can be your own kind of extraordinary. Turn your ordinary capabilities into millions of extraordinary opportunities. Now, I'll move on to thanking the people who helped me be able to stand before you today. I'm first giving honor to God as the head of my life, who has allowed me to wake up this morning and be here with you all this week, but also kept me going in times in and day out. Next, I would like to say thank you, if she will please stand, to my 4-H agent for 13 years, Ms. Cheyenne DeJarnett. I would also like to thank Mr. Mack, Miss Wendy, and Miss Janice, even though they aren't in the room with us. I love each of you dearly, and I wouldn't be half the person standing here today without you all. Thank you so much. I would also like to invite my family up to the stage. Thank you to my mom, my beloved grandparents, Nana and Papa, and my uncle. Thank you, Nana, for enrolling me in 4-H and introducing me to a program that will always be a part of me. For all the car rides, early morning alarms, and moments we have shared, I will always be thankful. Papa, I am so blessed that you were always there to listen to me, talk about whatever I was passionate about, and drive me to the Robeson County Extension when you wanted to give Nana a break. Mommy, thank you for your endless support with words or with funds to attend an array of 4-H functions. You never stopped believing in me, whether it was something as small as a county council member or deciding to run for state office. Even though my dad is not here, I would like to thank him too. Dad, thank you for always pushing me to achieve greatness and giving me inspiration for many a speech. Uncle, thank you for supporting all the camps and volunteer opportunities and chipping in whenever you could so that I could broaden my horizons. Thank you. Once again, thank you to my family. To the State Council Advisory Board and team, I am honored that I was given the chance to work with you all this past year. Dr. Downing, Dr. Yoder, Dr. McCullum, Mrs. Lori McBride, Mrs. April Dillon, and countless others, thank you for sharing so much wisdom with me and making me a better leader. To my Robeson County friends who I've grown up with and the countless 4-H'ers, among many others, Bliss Pointer and Guillermo Estrada, thank you for everything you have done for me, all the advice, all the wisdom, all the fun times. And I'm so glad that I've grown to know and love all of you over the years. I couldn't be happier that God put you in my path. Now I'll thank my state officer team. First, Laurelyn Ridge, who will always be my Madam President. Getting to know you has been such a joy. I couldn't be more thankful to be the Auntie K to your Mama Ridge. You always made us feel like a family. Next, Lance Williams, my vice president. Oh my gosh, Lance, what can I say about him? You always supplied our team with an endless amount of laughter, smiles, and the best inside jokes. You are my favorite problem child, and I love you for it. It's debatable, though, if I will ever forgive you for the amount of space pictures of you have taken up in my phone. Camille Clark, my membership engagement officer. You are the glue and the final piece that made our team real. Although membership engagement is a position that is new, you have paved a beautiful path for all the officers in your position moving forward. Thank you for all the amazing moments and laughs and teaching me to look at life differently. Last but not least, Pierce Williams, my reporter. Pierce may be the baby of the team, but he's got enough personality to outweigh all of us all together. I never got tired of our pop culture and music moments, movie marathons, and hotel mini adventures, and any conversation we had in the car. I wouldn't have wanted to do them with anyone else. I love and thank every one of you. Thank you for loving and accepting a shy, normal girl from little old Robeson County. North Carolina 4-H, you are all one in a million, and it has truly been a pleasure to serve you. Never forget that being yourself is the greatest gift, and that you have the power to turn your ordinary capability into millions of extraordinary opportunities. Serving as a state officer to not only make the best better, but show other 4-Hers that what they are capable of has been the honor of my life. I will never forget it. Thank you.
All right, y'all, as I wipe away the tears. Thank you, Kennedy. You may think of yourself as just a normal girl, but we, all of us here, know better. You're an extraordinary girl whose superpower is making others feel heard and valued. Thank you for reminding us that authentic leadership comes from within, and that all we have to do is have faith in our own inner light. North Carolina 4-H, let's give your State 4-H Council Secretary Treasurer Kennedy Lyons another round of applause. At this time, state officer candidates, please quickly make your way over to your campaign booths. All right. For our next session, we'll move to room 2 to visit the state officer candidates' campaign booths. Remember, this is a great time to ask questions, learn about their platforms, and use this time wisely. 5 of these people will be your next state officer team. This is an amazing opportunity to get to know them. After campaign booths, workshops will begin at 1:30 p.m. Our district meetings will run from 2:45 to 3:30. And if we could sit down, we have a few more announcements after this. Thank you all for your patience. I know we're very excited to meet our candidates. And also then at 3:45, we will unveil our Success Under Stress mega session here in this room at 3:45. And after that, you'll go to your county cultural experiences and dinners. And I know that will be a great afternoon for you all. And as a reminder, please do not be late for our evening program tonight. You're not going to want to miss any of the excitement during our 4-H Showcase of Talent, which starts promptly at 8 p.m. And we also have a note that at campaign booths, there may be food that is served with possible allergens, so please note this if you have any allergies. And now you are dismissed. Thank you.